Hello everyone, how are you all? Yeah, I know, bugged up, locked up inside. But a silver lining, we all are spending so much time together with our families. Yeah, and we should be helping our parents right now because there are no domestic helps at home. Most of your parents are doing their work from home like I am doing. I'm working from home, right? I'm teaching you from my home. So your parents also must be doing that. And there are no domestic helps, so their work have increased. So in order to help them, you can do little things of your own by yourself, right? Like making your bed, going to sleep on time, folding your clothes yourself, and asking them time to time, do they need any help from you? And if they say, okay, I need your help, do this, do that. Okay, I know most of you are already doing that. Yeah, good children. I know you all are very good children. Okay, now I'm going to ask you a question. Some people are lucky enough to have a family member that is not human being. That is not a human being. It is a family member, but not a human being. Can you guess what it is? Yes, exactly. Pets. They are also like family. Yeah, they are like family. And they are exactly family. They become a part of our family, but they are not human beings. You know, the most common pets are dogs. And I'm going to tell you a very interesting fact about dogs. As scientists believe that we humans descended from apes, monkeys, right? Scientists say that we evolved from monkeys. So now there is scientific proof that dogs evolved from a type of wolves. Now you will say wolves are wolves. What is type of wolves? Now elephants are found in India and elephants are found in Africa also. Both types of elephants are different from each other in physical features. So all elephants are not alike. So wolves also, not all wolves are alike. There are little genetic variations among species, and there is a particular variation of wolves that do not exist in this world anymore. So once their fossil was found, when scientists began research on that, they realized that they match now what we have, the species dogs, their genetic structure matched the genetic structure of dogs. So they believe now that dogs are descendants of wolves, means their ancestors were a kind of wolves which are extinct today. Now you feel, okay, how wolves became dog? Scientific theory is that back then when our ancestors were living inside jungles and they shifted out of the jungle, but still they were near around everywhere. The earth must have been full of jungles at that time. So they were not safe. They had started keeping herds with them, cows and goats, and they were not safe from the wild animals. So the wolf, which now we call dogs, that type of wolves were not very, what do you call, fierce. They were able to domesticate them. Domesticate means when something starts living with you and is not very life threatening to you, they will not hurt you. Those who have made them their pets, they will not hurt their masters, owners. So those wolves were domesticated and slowly their breed turned into dogs. Now world over, so many types of dogs you will find. Some are fierce, some very, small and very cute, and some scary. You look at them and you are scared. You know, you feel like they will jump and they will catch my throat. So those are very fierce hunting dogs, and those are still used for taking care of cattle by people all over the world. There are hunter dogs that still take care of the cattle. Now the dogs that we keep in our houses, those are very cute pet dogs, right? They're not the fierce hunting ones. And the poem that we are going to start today is Ted. It's about a dog. Ted is the name of the dog on which our poem is based on, and it is a breed which stays small. There are many dogs that stay small, they don't grow very tall and big, they stay small and big, and they look cute throughout their life. All dogs look cute, but the small ones especially look cuter than all of them, right? So this dog is also a very small dog, and it's a brindle dog. Now I'll discuss in detail about the dog in the lesson when we start discussing the lesson. But before that, let's revise the last lesson. What it was? Playtime. And what did we study in playtime? Doesn't the situation a bit similar? Oh, the situation in the lesson was a bit similar than what we are facing right now. The characters of that story, Playtime, were trapped inside the house because it was raining outside, and they were finding alternate ways of keeping themselves engaged and passing the time. And that's what we are doing right now. Though it is not raining, but we all are trapped inside our houses, and we are finding alternate ways to study also through, right? Like now you're studying through a video, I'm not in front of you, so we are finding ways to cope up with the situation, like those children were trying to cope up with the situation in that lesson, Playtime. They found ways to play inside the house. They were playing in the, yes, right, attic. Now I'll start the lesson. Okay.
Okay, dear children, first I will give you a small assignment that you will do in your rough book. This is Get Set of your first and lesson number 2, Ted. This is Lata, and these are her pet kittens, Nutty and Brownie. They are best friends. Lata plays with Nutty and Brownie and cares for them. Nutty and Brownie also love Lata a lot. Do you have a pet? Would you like to have one? Answer these questions. And which animal would you like as a pet? That animal you will draw in your rough book. So you will either paste or draw an animal of your choice that you want to make your pet in your rough book. Okay, now let's start with the lesson. Now this poem Ted is adapted from Ted, written by Maxine Anna Burke. It's not directly totally written by Maxine, but she had written a poem Ted. A little variation is done in that poem, and then we have here the same poem, so it is written adapted from Ted. And who is the author? Maxine Anna Buck. Now let's start. I will read it first and then explain to you. I have a little brindle dog, seal brown from tail to head. His name I guess is Theodore, but I just call him Ted. He's only about 8 months old. I guess he's just a pup. Daddy says he won't be larger when he is all grown up. He plays around about the house as good as he can be. He doesn't seem like a dog, he's just like folks to me. When it is my bedtime and Ma is making the bed, I get into my pajamas and wish good night to Ted. My Teddy is a playful dog. He never growls or bites, but sometimes with his barking, he keeps us up all night. We play fetch in the afternoon when I come back from school. I playfully chase Ted sometime and he acts like a fool. We love each other dearly, my little Ted and me. We are the very best of friends and always hope to be. Now let's start with the explanation. The poet says, the poet narrates the poem like a small girl. Okay, the small girl has a pet and the pet's name is Ted. Now Ted is a brindle dog. Now what is brindle? A brownish color of animal fur with streaks of other color. You can see in the picture. Yes, a brown dog with white streaks. Okay, now the dog, the poet says, is seal brown from tail to head. His name is Theodore, but the poet calls him Ted. Then, then she goes on and says that he is just 8 months old, so he's just a pup. But her father says that he is not going to be any larger. I have already told you it's a small breed, and when he will grow up, still he will stay the same size that he is right now. Then she says he plays all around the house and behaves himself as good as he can be, means he is a well behaved dog, and he doesn't seem like a dog to the poet, just feels like folks to her. What is folks? Family. Now, I have already told you pets are like family to us. So, Ted is also like family to the poet, and he doesn't seem like a dog. Hmm? It feels like he's just any other family member. So, she loves him as dearly as we love our family members. Now when it's bedtime for poet and Ma, her mother, is making her bed, and she wears her pajamas and goes to wish good night to Ted. Now Ted, she says, is a very playful dog and he never growls or bites. Why do you think he never growls or bites? Because when you have pets or any animals, if you keep with you as pets, when you give them love, dear children, they return your love. Means if you feel like they are family to you, they also feel like you are their family. So they will never growl or bite on you. They will never growl on you or bite you ever, because you never hurt your family, right? So you feel like they are your family, and they also believe that you are their family. But sometimes the poet says that he keeps on barking throughout the night and makes everyone awake, and nobody can sleep. He keeps them up all night. What do you think can be the reason? Maybe he heard some noise. Dogs have an instinct of guarding their family. Their owners, their masters are their family, right? So if they sense danger, they keep on barking to alert everyone that something is wrong. Be alert, be alert. So they keep on barking, and this ends up making everybody awake at night and keeping them awake. And then poet continues, we play fetch in the afternoons when I come home from school. When you come from school, what do? You play. So the poet also plays with her dog in the afternoon when she comes back from school. And what does she play? Fetch. What is fetch? You throw something and the dog will go and the most favorite game for a dog is playing fetch. You throw something, they will catch it and bring it back to you. They never get tired of this. They love playing fetch. Then she says, I playfully chase Ted sometimes and he acts like a fool. Means when she is chasing him, he also plays along, and acts funnily. What is being acting like a fool? Means act funnily. Okay. Then she says, we love each other dearly, my little Ted and me. We are the very best of friends and always hope to be. So you love your family dearly, and because Ted is also like a family to her, and Ted also feels that she is family to him, so they love each other dearly, and they are best of friends, means they are best friends, and she hopes that they will always remain best friends. Did you like the poem? Yes? Read it once. And next, I will send you the notes for this. Note it down in your any CW that your mother will give it to you. She will guide you where to write. You have already written the notes of playtime, so continue after that. Okay, everyone. Next, I'll post you the grammar lesson and it will be tense. Till then, take care. See you soon.